Let's talk about the political impact. Is it inside baseball, or does this have legs?
Well, it's not inside baseball. It is certainly an issue that the public's interested in. If you look at the initial reporting on the story by TV stations and newspapers, radio stations, you will find their comment sections were jam-packed with people commenting about it. It clearly had an interest. I would guess those pages got a lot of traffic during the time that the story was being reported. But as far as its long-term effects on the elections, I don't see a big one. Obviously, it's a distraction for Democrats. They'd rather be talking about something else a couple of weeks before the primaries other than scandal at the Democratic headquarters and allegations of cover-up and so forth. So it was a distraction. But I don't think that many voters will go to the polls this November otherwise intending to vote for President Obama or, let's say, Walter Dalton or Bob Etheridge for governor, and Democrats for the legislature and Democrats for Congress, and they're almost about to hit that button, and then they say, wait a minute, that was a sexual harassment allegation. I'm voting Republican. I don't think that's a very likely outcome. I think that the results that we're going to see in November will primarily reflect the public's perception of President Obama's first term and whether he's been successful. I think at the state level, it will reflect whether the voters believe that Democrats, having been in charge of the governor's mansion since 1993, has resulted in the kinds of gains that would be worth giving another Democrat a chance to extend. Those are the questions people are going to ask. How am I doing? How's the economy doing? Who's available? And does it represent the change that I want? So I don't think that the Republicans should be so gleeful thinking this one story is going to determine the outcome, and I don't think Democrats ought to be so glum that that their fate has been sealed by these sexual harassment allegations. I think the Democrats have significant problems in North Carolina this year, but they have to do with self-inflicted wounds of a different kind. Not scandal at the party headquarters, but President Obama pushing legislation that was unpopular, like Obamacare and cap-and-trade legislation that would raise the price of energy. And it also has to do with Governor Perdue vetoing popular legislation, things that the Republican legislature passed that Perdue decided not to stand. She vetoed a photo ID bill for voting. She vetoed an energy exploration bill. She vetoed a bill that would essentially restore capital punishment. She vetoed the budget on the grounds that it didn't have a tax increase. She vetoed a bill that would cut red tape for small businesses. Now, all of these ideas, whatever you think of them substantively, Donna, these are all popular ideas that she vetoed.